Hi and welcome in a new video. My name is Wahid Anwar, and in this video, we are going to take an overview of the project monitoring and controlling phase in project management. So let's start. Here we have the contents. First, we will take an overview of the project monitoring and controlling, then key processes in monitoring and controlling phase, then project management plan and document updates. Number four, why monitoring and controlling matters. Okay, so let's start from the project monitoring and controlling. So here we have the simple definition. You can see project monitoring and controlling is the process of tracking, reviewing, and adjusting a project performance to ensure it stay on track and meet its objective. Okay, so actually, project monitoring and controlling, it involves the continuously assessing the project's performance, identifying any deviation from the plan, and making necessary adjustment to bring the project back on track. So this phase is essential to maintaining control over project scope, time, cost, quality, and resources. So it ensures that the project remains focused on its objectives and that any changes are the properly managed. Okay. So the monitoring and controlling process also involves managing and mitigating risk, monitoring communication with the stakeholders, and controlling procurement and resource utilization. So, in simple terms, it's an ongoing process of overseeing all the aspects of the project execution. If things are off track, so adjustments are made to ensure that the project remains aligned with the project management plan. So this ensures the project is completed successfully within the scope, time, and cost constraints, so while meeting quality standards. Okay, so next we have the key processes in the monitoring and controlling phase. So let's discuss first process, that is the monitor and control project work. So here you can see the we track progress to ensure we are on schedule, within budget, and meeting goals. So actually, this is where we check in a regularly to see if the project is going as planned. So just like checking the you can say scoreboard during the game. So we track our progress to see if we are hitting deadlines, staying within the budget, and meeting our goals. So if anything is off, so we act fast to fix it. Okay, so you can see here if something goes wrong, so we adjust to get back on track. So purpose of the monitor and control project work, so you can see to track project performance and fix issues. So we want to track how well the project is performing and identify any issues that need fixing. Okay, so next we have the project documents, updates, reflect current progress. So okay, so actually, when we talk about the documents, so you can say uh, as we track the progress, any update or changes in the project documents are made to reflect the current status. So we have to update. So i- under the monitoring and control project work, we also work on the project management plan components. So like the scope, schedule, cost, quality, resource, and communication plan to ensure uh, they are being followed correctly. Okay. After that, we have here the performance integrated change control. Okay. So performance, you can see here the changes are the reviewed and the integrated into the plan carefully to avoid the confusion. Okay, so changes are, inevitable in any project. So sometimes we need to adjust the plan, whether it's changing the scopes, like scope, timeline, or cost. So This purpose is all about managing those changes carefully, so they don't mess things up. Okay, so we review the proposed changes, decide if they are needed, and then updates the plan accordingly. Okay. So next we have the purpose. You can see to manage the changes and ensure they are controlled. So this purpose is about reviewing, approving, and managing changes to the product. It ensures that we integrate any necessary changes into the product plan in a controlled way. Next, we have the product documents. Documents are the updated after the changes are approved. So, after approving the changes, all relevant documents are the updated to reflect these changes. Okay, so the change control process ensures that any change to scope, schedule, or cost are handled properly and do not cause confusion or chaos. Okay. Next, we have the validate scope. So, validate scope, we check that the deliverables match the defined scope and execution. So, imagine you are building a house. You would want to make sure that the walls, windows, and doors are exactly uh, what was planned, right? Okay. That's what scope validation is all about, making sure what's being delivered matches the product goals or not. Okay. So we will check that all the deliverables match the defined scope and expectation. So it's very important. Next, we have the purpose. So, confirm deliverable meets the scope. So, this step ensures that the project's deliverables meet the defined scope. So, it's like the checking if what we have delivered matches the initial expectation. Okay, so product documents, so deliverables and work performance data are the reviewed. Okay, so if changes are approved, so we update the product management plan to reflect them. So we will check the deliverables, work performance data, and acceptance criteria to confirm everything is in line. Okay. So after that, we have the control scope. So control scope means you can see to prevent the scope creep, we ensure not extra work is added without approval. So once you can say one of the biggest risk in any project is scope creep. Okay, where the project starts expanding beyond its original goals. So this process helps us to keep the things in check, making sure no extra work gets added without approval. So purpose to control the scope changes. So this process helps to control scope by ensuring no changes are made without proper approval. So next we have the product document. So adjustment made to scope baseline if needed. If the scope change are necessary, so adjustment are made to the scope baseline and other related documents. Okay. Okay. So after control scope, we have here the control schedule. Okay. So here we can see we monitor the product schedule and adjust if delays occur to keep it on track. So time is always a challenge. Things take longer than expected and the delay happens. So the process helps this process. I mean, control schedule process helps us to track the product schedule and make sure we stay on time. If things are running behind, so we take action to get back on track. So purpose of control schedule to keep the product on time. So the aim is to keep the product on schedule, making sure we meet deadlines. So after that, we have the product document, schedule, and performance reports are updated. So if needed, so the schedule is updated to reflect the changes and ensure the product can still be completed on time. Okay, so we update schedule performance reports for regularly to ensure our timeline is realistic. Okay, so next we have the control costs. So we monitor cost closely to avoid going over budget. If needed, we make adjustment. Okay, so we all know how important it is to stick to a budget. So running out of money can cause big problems down the line, and so we closely monitor the product cost, comparing what we have spent, what we are spent to, and what we plan to spend. Okay, so if we are over budget, so we make adjustment to get things back on track. The purpose of the control cost, you can see, to stay within the budget. So we track cost estimates, budgets, and performance reports to ensure costs are in line. So project documents, budget, and cost estimates are the track. So we adjust the budget when necessary, including the forecast for the future cost. Okay, so after that we have quality control. So ensuring quality standards are met is key to project success. So we cannot adjust focus on getting the project done. We need to make sure it's done well. So this process ensures that we are delivering quality work that meets the agreed standards. So if there are any quality issues, so we fix them before moving forward. Okay, so purpose of quality control quality to maintain quality. So this process ensures that deliverables meet quality standards and expectations. Next, we have the project documents. So quality control, measurement, and test results are used. Okay, so we use quality control measurement, test results, and inspection reports to confirm quality. Okay, so any quality issues found during testing will lead to update in the project plan and quality management strategies. After control quality, we have control resources. So we monitor resource usage and ensure they are allocated efficiently. So managing resources like people, equipment, and material is important. Okay, so we need to make sure everything is being used efficiently to avoid wasting time or money. So this process helps us to monitor resource usage and make adjustment when needed. Its purpose to ensure resources are used effectively. Okay, so monitor and control the resource means to ensure that they are being used effectively. Okay, it's very important. Otherwise, your cost can increase. So, project documents, resource allocation, and adjusted as needed. Yes, resource usage and allocation are adjusted based on the actual performance. Okay, and after that, we have here the monitor communication. Monitor communication, we ensure that that information reaches all the stakeholders at the right time. Yes, communication is the key in every project. Okay, so we need to make sure everyone is informed and up to date with the latest project news. So this process helps us monitor the flow of information and ensure it's reaching the in the right scope. Okay, so purpose to, you can see, to maintain the effective communication. So monitor the communication flow to ensure information is reaching all the necessary people. Okay, so next we have the project documents, communication plan, and reports are the reviewed. So communication plan, status reports, and other communication artifacts helps keep everyone on the same page. Okay, next, we have the monitor risk. So risk are tracked and managed to prevent issues. So risks are always lurking around any product. So this process involves keeping track of the potential risk and managing them before they become problem. So by identifying risk early, we can plan for them and put strategies in place to avoid or minimize other impacts. Okay, so next we have the purpose of monitor risk to handle the identified and the new risk. So the monitor identified risk or and find any new risk that might pop up. So we then implement a response to handle them. Okay. Next, we have the project documents, risk register, and management plan are updated. So, risk register and risk management plan are key to monitoring risk. Okay, so we will also update the risk response strategies and the risk management plan as necessary. Next, we have the control procurement. Okay, so we monitor procurement activities to ensure contracts are being followed. So, for projects involving third party vendors or suppliers, managing procurement is essential. So, these process ensures that everything we have ordered is delivered on time and as expected. If something's not right, so we need to step in and make sure the issue gets resolved. Okay. So next we have the purpose to ensure procurement is on track. So we need to monitor procurement activities to ensure contracts and execute it properly. Okay. So project documents, procurement contracts and reports are tracked. So contract agreements and procurement reports helps us to monitor the procurement process. So the procurement plan may need adjustment depending on how things are going with the supplier and vendors. Okay. So next we have the monitor stakeholder engagement. We keep stakeholders informed and engaged throughout the project. So stakeholder engagement is the key to any project. Okay. If stakeholders are not on board, it can cause problems. So, this process ensures that we are keeping our stakeholders engaged and informed, addressing their concerns and keeping them happy. Okay, so purpose we have next to manage stakeholder relationship. So, this process ensures stakeholders' engagement is being managed and adjusted as necessary. Okay, so project documents, stakeholders' feedback is gathered and acted upon. Okay, so stakeholder engagement plan and feedback reports helps guide the process for the monitor stakeholder engagement. Okay, so next we have the project management plan and document updates. Okay, so let me show you something here. So throughout this phase, project documents and the management plans are the regularly updated. Okay. These updates reflect any changes or necessary changes due to performance tracking and corrective action. So it's about can say actively managing the product to align with its goal. So throughout the monitoring and controlling phase, you will continually update the product management plan and related documents. So these updates are vital because they reflect any changes that come about as a result of the monitoring performance and taking corrective action. Remember, it's not just about tracking progress, but taking action when needed. Okay, so each of these processes interconnected and contributes to ensuring that the overall success of the project. Okay, so if one part of the project goes off track, so we make adjustment in other areas to bring everything back in alignment with the project's goal. So whether it's controlling scope, managing risk, or ensuring quality, each process plays important role in keeping the project uh, on course. Okay. After documents, let's see the why monitoring and controlling matters. Okay, so actually, the process of monitoring and controlling phase is to ensure the project stays on track or is adjusted to overcome challenges. So the goal is to achieve the project's objectives, keep stakeholders informed, and ensure project success. So, in the end, the monitoring and controlling phase is all about ensuring the project progress as planned or get adjusted to adapt to any unforeseen challenges. So, the objective is to achieve the project goals while keeping all the stakeholders informed, engaged, and satisfied with the outcomes. Okay, so I hope the this breakdown helps you to understand the importance of the monitoring and controlling process in product management. So thank you so much for watching this video. See you in the next video.